Hello. Looks like I'm playing the piano. I'm going to talk about Qigong as usual, but also involve you in some active learning. Right now is the water element according to the Chinese clock, um, which says the bladder and kidneys are most active. So this time is good for eating or supper and also restoring energy. The water is processed, and let's talk about water, what it is. So it's H2O, which I like to think of as one hydrogen, two oxygens. So um, it's in a sort of triangle shape. So hydrogen, oxygen, oxygen, and they're all connected, these atoms, to the web of consciousness through matter. And this is what the function of water. We are part of it, of course. Remember, there are different densities of consciousness. Water is a very well. It's here. It goes earth, water, fire, air, ether. So water is sort of a transcending material. And it can be balanced. If you have a cup of water and it's still, then our mind is calm. And if you rock it, then it starts to wobble. If you add some leaves to it, it will be a bit more stable. So this can represent nourishment or good mind technique of meditation. So water is about feeling calm and connecting with the deep sort of flowing energy. And also all of our organs need water, so that's why we eat watery foods. So I also want to talk about emotions. So things like guilt or shame are partly because we have an idea of how we should be in the world, and maybe it's self-created, but still I might feel anxious or fear about putting a video out because it's not perfect. And I think many YouTube videos are very well done and presented well, but you don't often see the failures, the struggles. So accepting ourselves in amidst that is part of being a YouTuber or anything, any walk of life. You need to accept your resistance, and that way you can say, okay, what's missing? Why am I? What beliefs am I holding that may not be true? And these feelings, when we face them, it can be quickly dealt with. But if not, then it becomes anger, and then that can also motivate you to create even more action. But if you simply observe the feeling, then you can bring it under control. So that's all I want to say about that. And it's part of our self-realization. You've got emotions are um, part of who we are, and the body can only be healthy when our emotions are balanced. And obviously, if you want vitality, you want happiness, then you need a sort of understanding of how your emotions work, because that's the force that creates life. We are creators. Yeah, it's good to think of yourself as a creator. Otherwise, you're just like a flower, um, living its life, which is also we are part of a greater purpose, I believe, um, like unity or um, spiritual consciousness. So thoughts, words, actions, sounds, light, it's all part of it. Um, the self, you know. And I do bring it back to the self because the self is the one trying to understand what this is, what the meaning of life is. And the meaning is just to express our freedom and choice and exercise our innovation, I guess, or innocence. And we don't need to do anything really, we can just sit back and relax. The dots will connect themselves. So there's two parts of it. It's the power or vitality that comes from fruits and sleep and exercise, but also the obstruction that is part of. So we remove obstruction by creating space, opening the channels through exercise or massage or stretching, that I like to call pandiculation. So let's do that now. Pandiculate, it means I'm not just reaching tall from the outside, I'm stretching from within, feeling every muscle as I go. Okay, and that feels a lot better than stretching. It's a bit like a yawn. So it's also helpful to feel your energy, whether it's in word format or not. You can just feel the energy and notice that it's just a sensation, and maybe that will help it to flow better. Because when we label it, we might subconsciously think that we have something, or we are unhappy, we are not good or something. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. That's in the next video. I'm gonna do some more movement stuff, so please join me for that.